how to get to the best roller coaster in Europe. You're watching Ride Comparisons, and if I was to tell you that you lived in London or anywhere south of London, it's actually cheaper to go to a European theme park than it is to go to Blackpool Pleasure Beach or Alton Towers, would you believe me? Stay tuned guys, we're going to show you how to do it. So just for reference guys, to do this trip you're going to need a car, you're going to need a passport, and you're going to need a European travel kit. Cheap at Halfords. So if you got those three items guys, and obviously a little bit of money, which depends on time of year, that's all you're going to need to start exploring European theme parks. Now I did this a little bit later in my life. I really wish I did it towards the beginning, because if you make this trip just once you get absolutely hooked, and when you've done it once you see how cheap it is as well. So don't worry about silly things like what's it going to be like at the port, what happens if I miss the ferry, driving on the other side of the road. Don't worry about any of that, it's all easy stuff. The ferry port's as easy as a McDonald's drive-through. Anyway, I'm going to show you how it's done guys, let's dive in. We're starting with Plopsaland to go to Europe's best roller coaster. So this is how easy it is guys. Let's just say you're sitting at home, maybe it's your days off, you got a weekend off, you want to go over to Europe, Plopsaland, Efteling, Phantasialand, wherever. Sorry, as you can see, I was hungry there. So you want to go to Direct Ferries. Directferries.com, little ad there. I always use Dunkirk to Dover to Calais. Sorry, you can use Dover to Dunkirk. It's a little bit closer to Plopsaland, Dunkirk, but I think it's about an extra half an hour on your trip. Just wait for the deals to pop up. So you've got different ferry providers there, guys. DFDS is the best. P&O is also very good. Irish Ferries is terrible, but it does get the job done. So there you go, guys. As you can see, Irish Ferries has popped up with the cheapest price there, £49 a person. Now, that is quite expensive, but it is because we're in the Easter holidays here. The more people you bring along and fill up the car, the cheaper it is. And the later you leave it, we're doing the day before right now, it's usually cheaper, but quite expensive there. Obviously DFDS $99.50, so you just ignore that. Just go to cheapest price there, as you can see. And you got loads of different prices there with different times. Easily done in a day. Now as you can see here guys, the Eurostar or Le Shuttle or whatever it's called is £62 per person. That is quite expensive because we've had it for £30 before, we've had it for £28 before, so you really got to keep an eye on these deals. It is really cheap in winter. We're going to go for the shuttle this time because that is somewhat cheap for the shuttle. If you look at the shuttle website or on Direct Ferries, it's usually well over £100 per person, so we're going to go for this today just because it's quite cheap, and as you can see from the timings there, it does get you there very, very quickly. I won't show you my codes there, guys, but one thing you do need to remember is you get an email through when you've booked it through Direct Ferries, and it will say click here to register your details. Just go onto that email, register your details. All you do is type in your passport name and number, and then that's all you need to do, and you're ready to go. It really is that easy, guys. So I'll see you in the morning. Morning, guys. It's 10 to 5. You ready, Jacob?
Yeah.
So we're lucky enough to live close to Dover. Obviously we got the Eurotunnel today, so we're going to Dover. Anyway guys, let's go. go, about the same distance from my house as Thorpe Park. So obviously guys, you want to go passenger traffic, we're not freight, so we're not the lorries. So a lot of people will panic about turning up late or turning up too early. It doesn't really matter too much with the Eurotunnel or with ferries. They're not like airports, so they're not going to charge you an arm and a leg if you're late. They usually try their best to get you on the next one. If you arrive early with the Eurotunnel, it's really good. They get you on the earlier train. It's really good actually. The only time we've ever had a problem, I booked a ferry for 12 o'clock and we arrived, but what I didn't realise was it was 12 o'clock the day before, because obviously the dates change as soon as it hits midnight. And we got turned away. They gave us a free ferry, but it wasn't till the next day. So that's the only trouble we've ever had, but it really is easy and it really is flexible, guys. So the first little booth you come up to here, it's just going to tell you with your timing what train you're on, and it will also scan your number plate when you filled everything out online. Okay, so here's self-check-in, guys. Jacob's got to do it for me. So it should be scanning the number plate. There you go, Mr. Lorette. You want to click confirm, Jacob? Oh. If we can reach. Make sure you park a little bit closer or you get a Jacob bum in your face. You then get your little ticket, and then the next bit you got to go to is security, so they scan your passport. Then you just drive into your lane, you follow the green arrows. This is actually completely dead. I've never seen it like this, which is really surprising for half term. And now we wait. So that was actually the first time I've been checked out by security actually going to France. They're usually a little bit strict on the way back. They're more strict with the Eurotunnel than they are with the ferries. The ferries you usually just get straight on either way, but they usually ask a few questions and all of that when you're coming back. They have the sniffer dogs just checking for the immigrants and all of that on the way back. Whilst you're chilling and waiting to board, it's the perfect time to catch up on some editing. So if you've never seen it before, guys, this is the Eurotunnel, or Le Shuttle. It is literally just a train for cars. This is what it looks like when you drive onto the train. You got toilets at the side, there's a couple of stories. So this is what it looks like inside, guys. This train will take about half an hour and then we'll be in France. We literally just drive straight onto the motorway. Ouch. So one thing you don't want to forget with your European travel kit, you need your UK stickers. I sometimes forget to put those on, just magnetic stickers, or not so magnetic apparently. Either way, make sure you get those on. There's a rule with the bulbs as well, but I've never actually used these, and I've driven through like 25 countries. I've never been pulled up for them. I got stopped by the police twice in Poland and they never said anything about not having these on my lights, so not too sure about the rule on that one. So whilst we're sitting waiting for the train, before I go for a quick nap, I just want to talk about the Plopsa Fun card. So these are 100 euros, 120 euros if you get parking with it. That's what I need for my one, so you only need it for one of your tickets. 100 euros, and it has multiple discounts at theme parks all over Europe, which I'm just about to show you now. Just on the Eurotunnel, guys, check out all of these discounts. Slag Heron, that's one we still haven't done. Belantis as well. But you get the point, guys. There's so many discounts. I'm just trying to find some good ones. There you go, 40% off Bobby Yanland. That's a good one. What else we got? Centre Parks, if you're into that. We're mainly just the theme parks. You had Slag Heron there as well, as I say. £8 off Efteling. 40% off Europa Park. And there are so many, guys. You get the point. As you can see, you get loads of discounts all over Europe at theme parks. And the Plopsaland, obviously, you get free entry. Now, a normal dated ticket for Plopsaland is 36 euros, and the year card's only 100 euros. So you only need to come 3 times to make your money. It's definitely worth getting. We always use it as a pit stop whenever we go to Europe, and I cannot recommend getting this enough. And trust me guys, if you do the journey once, you're going to want to do it again, so you might as well just get yourself a Plopsaland card straight away.
So you can go on Ride to Happiness loads of times.
Loads of times. Ride to Happiness! Yay! Number 1!
Yeah.
And then you arrive in France, guys. Don't worry about driving on the other side of the road. It really isn't that scary. They give you sort of a little practice before you actually join the motorway, and the motorway is the easiest one anyway. It's no difference really. Only when you start getting to the roundabouts in sort of the little city areas is it quite difficult. So then we're about a 45-minute drive from Plopsaland, so it's time to get in the mood for Ride to Happiness. So after about 40 minutes driving, you're in Dieppe in Belgium, which is where Plopsaland is located. So if you're a little bit early like we are, Mr. Plops are there, Mr. Kabuta Plop, drive straight past the theme park, past the water park, and there's actually a little shop down here where you can buy some snacks and drinks for the day. The food and drink is quite expensive inside Plopsaland, so I really recommend you just drive past here. And when you get past the water park on the left, as I say, there's a little shop there where you can get some snacks.
Yeah, this is the shop we always go to.
Cool, we picked a cold day today, haven't we? So worth mentioning guys, Belgium's right next to the Netherlands, so you can actually get some really nice stroop waffles. And it's obviously, we were just in France a minute ago, so you can get yourself a nice proper croissant. And we get ourselves a waffle in the park, won't we? And then you arrive at Plopsaland. So it looks like they got a Studio 100 festival at the moment by the big sign there. Studio 100 are the people that do all of the music for all of the Belgian sort of like cartoon events and all of that, so this could be quite cool. Short walk around the corner and then you're at Europe's best roller coaster. It's not operating at the moment though, I'm afraid. It's a little bit windy, as you might be able to tell on the camera. It's very cold today. Oh, our waffle stand's not open yet. Oh no. Well, I guess we're starting our day with a ride on Plopsaland's little wooden coaster, Heidi the Ride. Oh, gotta love a cattle pen, eh? Oh, we just got to the front and they evacuated the queue line. Right. That sucks. Oh, Heidi the Ride is closed, but our waffle stand has opened. Oh, so nothing's actually open yet. We're a bit early, aren't we?
Yeah.
Some of the rides open at 11 by the looks of it, but Heidi closed and nothing else is open yet. Fingers crossed. Oh no, the Ride to Happiness is currently closed due to weather conditions. I mean, he's even struggling to hold the sign because it's so windy. Uh-oh. Oh no, with all the ride closures, it looks like we come to Belgium just to have a waffle. Oh, if it doesn't open, I'm not gonna hear the end of it, am I? Oh, stuff is starting to open now, but the main coasters are closed. I don't know if I fancy Super Splash. It is worth mentioning, guys, that Plopsaland is probably one of the best family theme parks in Europe. But me and Jacob are here for the big coasters, aren't we? Now, we've been coming for like over 2 years now. We've never done this disc spinner, so I think today might finally be the day, seeing as how it's going so far. Yeah, today is still not the day. I'm not queuing that long for a disc spinner. Got some new Ride to Happiness merch, guys. Check out this. Look at that, they got the t-shirts as well. Jacob, show you what the old one looks like. That's the old logo there. They've done that with it now. That looks awesome. Oh, it's such a shame. Our favourite roller coaster. We've come all the way to Belgium just to eat a waffle.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, guys, it doesn't look like any of the big rides are going to open. We've travelled all this way just to eat a waffle. Jacob's heartbroken. So I'm not going to hear the end of this, really, guys. Hopefully we'll get back here soon. But anyway, guys, this is what this video is all about. I mean, we've done this trip so many times. It's a learning curve. Obviously now, whenever we come, we're going to make sure we check the weather, and you guys now also have that advice too. We haven't got my GoPro strap on. I was waiting to get some POVs today, but obviously we got kicked off Heidi the Ride there because it broke down or shut down. And none of the big coasters are open. As I say, it's a great theme park for kids, but we're here for the big coasters and none of them are open, unfortunately. So we might give it 5 or 10 minutes. If not, we're going to go home. Anyway, guys, with the rest of the trip, we're going to go back to Calais. We're going to get the Eurotunnel and then we're just going to go home. So we're going to basically do the same trip we took on the way here, obviously, so I don't really need to show you that. Another thing I do want to mention, you got the duty-free shop. So if you smoke or if you work with anybody that smokes, you can save a lot of money on tobacco. I think the last time I looked, it was something like 10 pouches of 50G. Amber Leaf was like £100. If you're getting that in England, 10 pouches would be about £300. So you really do save a lot of money there. I don't smoke anyway. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy today's video, don't forget hitting that subscribe button. Really does help us out. And I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed the video, guys, hitting that subscribe button really does help us out. And don't worry, it's not the end. There's more videos here. I really haven't had a great start to the theme park season this year. Valhalla's effects weren't working. Alton Towers was extremely packed. The Ride to Happiness is closed. Oh well, hopefully it gets better soon. Make sure you do this trip, guys. Once you do it once, you're going to be hooked. It's awesome.